Okay, here we go with another episode of Ventthis. It's supposed to be a real humdinger today, so pay close attention. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is where you are. We're glad you're listening. We're glad you're here. Now, today, Paul McCartney will not be joining us, but I do have my colleagues, Chrissy and Paul. They'll be here. In addition, for your entertainment pleasure, we have the lovely letter reader, Loretta. She's along with us. Now, this is the part of the show where I usually have something ridiculous or funny to say, but today I've got nothing. What can I say?
That's a shock. We can never shut you up.
Might be the best part of the episode.
Well,
maybe we'll listen to what the listeners comment.
It's not that I have nothing, but I have nothing that's any good. So it's really nothing. And most of what I say is nothing. So, but anyway, you guys good?
We're good. We're good.
All right. Well, the whole audience is here. You guys all out there, guys? Audience?
Yeah.
You guys listening? Yeah.
What a roar.
All right,
Thousands,
great.
maybe millions.
Maybe millions. Could be tens of millions. We never know. We're still counting. The ballots are still being counted.
Huge audience.
We've got people in warehouses all around the country.
Thousands.
Yes. So they're counting the Chads. Or where the Chad was, or there's a guy named Chad that's doing the counting. I'm not sure what it is, but there was a Chad involved. So anyway, so I just had a slice of that Ventthis vegan carrot cake that we have in the back there in the kitchen. Boy, it's really good, guys. And for you listeners and viewers on YouTube, keep an eye on the grocery store. It's going to be coming to a market near you.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going to
Ventthis
to be great.
We're
carrot
expanding
cake.
into food.
Yeah, Ventthis. So and some of the food will cause you to vent. You know what I mean? So anyway, all right. So you guys don't seem to have anything to say, so I'll just keep talking. So now Chrissy has titled this. Chrissy has titled this episode, Please Stop This Right Now. I don't know why she titled this, but what she did. But let's get started. So, Loretta, bless us with the sound of your voice.
I hate kiss asses. Where I work, everyone is trying to impress the boss. They jockey into position and crawl over live bodies just to show how much they can put their noses up where the sun don't shine. It is disgusting and fake. Welcome to my work life, and one day, if I have enough guts, I will disclose these sycophants.
Sycophants. My God.
Sycophants.
What a big word. This is Ventthis, and she's using sycophants. All right. Well,
that almost sounds like a word that like a brown noser would use. Someone who likes to impress others unnecessarily with very large words. Brown nosing is what happens when you kiss asses. Your nose goes brown.
Exactly. Because you've got it shoved too far.
But you're not
our
implying.
sycophant might be a psycho fan of people who brown nose. I'm just saying she might be getting outdone. She might be getting out ass kissed. And it's annoying her. Someone might be better at kissing ass. Maybe.
So she's being OAK'd, right?
OAK.
Yeah. She's out ass kissed. She's OAK'd. Yeah.
And out at OAK.
Oh yeah. I'm talking
it.
like the kids now. We're just shortening everything today.
Oh, look at you.
So
Look at
anyway,
So
you.
cool, Chuck.
got
Chucky's
OAK'd.
down. He's DTF. Down to funny. I don't think that's what the F stands for on Urban Dictionary, but he's down to F.
I think don't worry about these people. I mean, just you need to understand what you bring to the table. You need to be confident. You need to be strong, and then maybe someday they can kiss your ass.
Reach.
I agree. Agreed. But I also think kiss asses. I hate the way it sounds, but I think a person is a kiss ass because they don't do their jobs well. And so the only way they go somewhere is if they kiss ass the boss and try to sugarcoat things.
Why
So,
don't you like the way it sounds?
kiss ass?
Well, what do you? I mean, that's what people have. What do you want to?
I know, it just
soften it a little. Maybe a butt muncher.
Wow.
no.
I think that's more
no,
for
Chuck.
pleasure. I think
We're
that's
not.
outside. I think that's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
something completely different.
Yeah,
All
that,
right.
that's
We're not
getting into
going
the
there.
salad industry.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. No, kiss ass. Go away. Don't come here. We don't want you. We're gonna call you out when we see you. Stop kiss assing.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well,
I think to both your point, I think one, nobody likes a kiss ass. Nobody.
right.
So,
Nobody.
and if it's that blatant and obvious, the person whose ass is being kissed, even they're going to tire of it at some point.
the
Or
kissy doesn't like it.
Yes, the kissee, the recipient of said kiss, would eventually, even if they don't put a stop to it, if they're like, fine, the person does an okay job, and I like the praise, I like how they suck up, they're still going to realize what matters as a boss. What matters is who's getting work done, how well work is getting done. If you want to outdo a kiss ass, what you do is you kick ass. That's what you do. That's how you
Okay.
stop. That's how you get ahead of a kiss ass is you kick ass and you do awesome at your work. And then that's going to speak for itself, because the guy or girl who's in the boss position, how are they going to explain the promotion to somebody else? Are they going to say, oh, I brought in this other guy because he's likes me a lot? What's that going to do? No, you're going to be able to show stats. You know, you're
Yeah.
going to be able to say, all right, this
Yeah.
guy's producing. This guy's a killer. Otherwise, you're just going to, keep that kiss ass nearby so it feels good, and then promote everyone around him. And that kiss ass is going to go, wait a minute. I
But
thought I was
Paul-
supposed to get a new
So
job.
our employment really involves a lot of ass.
and a lot of mouths. Mouths to asses without making an ass of yourself. That's the thing. You don't want
I-
to become the ass. You want to kiss the ass, but in
I
not
like-
such a way that it becomes salad-like. What was that?
I was gonna say I like what you said. Coin that phrase. Kick ass, the kiss ass. That's perfect. Kick ass, the kiss ass.
Is that what he
that's-
said?
Yeah, he said kick ass, the kiss ass. Beautifully. well done.
I think it was, the way to beat a kiss ass is to kick ass.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
You wanna-
Otherwise, you're just kicking the shit out of the kiss ass, which,
Right.
again, it does kind of lend to itself, but
Well-
that's more in the parking lot. And then it leaves bruises and cameras on security. You might get fired and, make an ass of yourself.
Now, before we move on to the next vent, I mean, would you like to embellish on any of this?
I think we've gotten a lot of
move on.
gas. I think we've pushed all the gas out of the kiss
Yes,
ass
yes.
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
We've
starting to
Starting to
smell.
sour and turn
Yeah.
brown.
Let's go.
kiss-assed on this
Brown.
one.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Let's dump it.
Let's Loretta, you got another one in the bag?
When you live in an apartment building, you must be courteous to your neighbors. Everything is amplified because of the proximity and thin walls. Well, my dumb neighbor leaves for work every day at 5 a.m. and he slams his door. It wakes me up every time, and I don't know how to solve this problem. I have also heard him yelling in his apartment, and I think it's on the phone. I am pretty sure he lives alone. I just think he is very inconsiderate, and I'm afraid he might start to yell and scream if I confront him. Help.
Help.
Well,
She's in a
maybe
tough
you just
spot.
need to go pay them a visit and kiss a little ass.
You know what? He might just take her out. This guy might kill her. This guy's at the
Oh,
end of
for
his rope.
heaven's sake.
No,
No.
he might. He
Give me
might
a
just kill
break.
her. I don't know. I don't think I'd go anywhere near this guy. I would. This guy's a loose cannon. He's about to snap. I would. You know what? It sucks. You just gotta just wait for him to implode. Maybe try to make his life a little harder without him knowing it was you. Just kind of just do some things that just make him even more frustrated, so he actually pops in front of you.
Try
You're in
talking
a tough-
nicely. I mean, sometimes people don't even know that they're being an ass. At least bring it up. It's like
Just ask them.
Maybe something will change. If nothing changes, then start playing music really loud until 11 p.m. It's good till 11 p.m. I mean, sometimes people need to know. It's like I went out. It's summertime right now, and people are enjoying their backyards and all that stuff. And I've got somebody behind us that they're out there playing music loud, they're drinking, they're partying. That's fine. I get it. But I went out there the other night. It was 11:45 in the evening. It's a Sunday night. And I just yelled out across over the fence. And their property is like down the hill. And I just yelled, "Hey, guys, it's 11:45 in the evening." And the music stopped. And they said, "Oh, just let us know." I said, "I just did." Haven't heard music since. It's been like 6 weeks. When I do hear music, it's down low. It's like sometimes they don't even know how
they're testing
obtrusive
the
being.
limits.
Yeah,
they're
they're
going to find out. They'll do it till you let them know. That's a great response.
Yeah. And there was no fighting. They just said, just let us know. I said, I just did.
I would have said, "Hey, can I have a drink? Can I come over?" And I would have gone over there, kind of met the guy and find out who he is, what they're all about, and then mention it. But I don't know if I would scream to my neighbor because, that's...
But
you're not me. I don't see you wearing one of these hats.
That's
and I don't
true.
wear my hair like you.
But
Chuck, were you wearing... Were you wearing that hat when you when you went over? Because that could be an intimidation factor. Like, the crazy guy next door.
No, there was nothing visual there. It was just
nuts.
over the fence. I'm like 20 feet higher than they are. The property drops down onto that.
Well, there's the intimidation factor. You're speaking down to them. You have sort of a godlike presence in that moment.
Yes.
And that's psychologically intimidating. That's like when you apply for a job.
Music. Turn off your music.
I'd move.
I got it.
I would move from that
I'm
neighborhood.
going to stop listening to music.
Jeez.
I'm not even going to listen at home because of you.
You know what? Everybody's trying to get
I'm scared.
A word out of their mouth. We're all trying to get words out of our mouth.
Wow.
Spitology degree.
What?
Spitology.
Spitology.
It's like spiteful. I think we're all trying to gun for that PhD.
Right.
Forget spitology. You want to just be a good neighbor, talk it out.
Just get along.
Just get along. But you're yelling at them.
I'm not yelling at them. I just said, "Hey, guys, it's 11:45 at night." Bam. I'm not yelling at them. I had to yell for them to hear over the music.
Yeah, I'm sure he did it reasonably, and it worked. And Chuck has a best case scenario. Chuck didn't have to go to their door. There's no confrontation physically face to face, and it's worked for 6 months. It was just one request. They complied and hasn't had a problem since. This girl,
unless they're planning something, Chuck, look over your shoulder.
Oh my God! Over that one conflict, imagine what a world.
I don't
like the purge. They're gonna wait till the day of the purge, and then they're coming for Chucky boy because of that one comment. You don't like music, Chuck.
All right. No,
but I think for our person who wrote in, I think absolutely I would recommend you go over there once at a normal time of day, right after work, or like I would say on a weekend, midday, at a time where this guy might be a little relaxed, and just say, "Hey man, I live next door, blah blah blah. I love being your neighbor." Just sometimes you slam the door. You probably don't think about it. You're probably running out to go to work, but
now
just
you're
the door
kissing
slams.
ass. You love being his neighbor. Who cares?
Well,
about
it's a
his
step
neighbor?
before kicking ass is what I'm doing. I'm setting it up nicely. You got to go in. You got to speak softly.
It's kiss ass and then kick ass.
I don't even know what the vent was about now. Can you tell me what the vent was about? We're so lost.
If you don't, then our listeners don't either. We've lost.
Yes,
what's the
we are in
vent
tough
about?
shape.
We lost.
This has raveled out of
You'll have to
control.
tune in and listen to the episode, Chrissy.
And then blast it loud outside of Chuck's house.
Slamming doors in the
asked you to
other
turn it
apartment.
down.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Put
They're
it on
slamming
loop.
doors. I lived in an apartment once where the guy above me was I'm sorry, I was above him. He was below me, but it doesn't matter to the viewers and the listeners here. They wouldn't know. I could say he was next to me, But yeah, so he was below me, and I could tell. I could turn off the sound of my television, and then I would change channels. See what I'm doing here? I'm changing
Yeah.
channels. Okay. And I would find the station that he was listening to without even hearing my television. I could tell, oh, look at that. He's watching CNN. You know, he's watching CNBC.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom. It was that loud coming through the floor. You know,
That's a
and I had talked to
problem.
him many times, and he
These are
was a
over-
jackass. You know, that was a problem. It went on and on.
These are reminders of poverty. This is poor people shit that we're talking about, to be clear. You know, like this is, well, except for Chuck, you know, you have like a house and your neighbors are down the street and they've complied because they probably also have a house.
This is
and
not
there's a
poverty
certain level-
complaints, though. I was living in Sherman Oaks at the time.
No, I'm
it was
saying-
like a $2,000 apartment 30 years ago. That's a lot of money back then, and I had the problems. You know,
Shit, yeah, you'd like to think it would go away. I guess you're right. You could have a $3 million condo, and if the guy above you or next to you, yeah, damn,
yes, we have masses
This
of
is why
asses.
people-
Masses of asses
masses
out
of
there.
asses, so
Yes.
many,
Maybe
Chuck's-
maybe the guy below me was deaf and he didn't even know the television was on. Maybe he was blind. He couldn't even see the television.
Well,
Who the hell
sometimes you
knows?
can cure deafness with a strong rap to the head. Just
Yeah.
one good strike to the skull. And then
Oh
you say,
my
look,
God.
Pop
I
that
wasn't
eardrum.
coming to you. I wasn't coming to you with aggression. I was trying to do a little known medical procedure that, you know, if it worked, would have been great for both of us. And it would have been, you know, very altruistic. If we try one more time, it-
2024. We're supposed to have less hate and more love.
There doesn't have to be hate and physical assault.
Whoa. Oh, you
It could
just
just
do
be
it for the fun of it.
No, it could
Reasonable
just-
assault.
It's just pragmatism. It's just communication style. Like everyone has different love languages. I have communication language. You play your music loud. That's your neighbor language. I beat you across the head with a rolling pin. That's my neighbor language. We're talking. We're just talking.
Just
We're just
communicating.
talking.
I don't know. You're getting more
No one had to
violent.
call the police. They didn't have to be a part of this.
I wonder if this has anything with hair growth. You know, when your hair was a little bit shorter, you were much
It was
nicer.
less aggressive.
Yes, you're getting very.
I have a
mean now.
neighbor who's loud. Okay,
Let's
I have
do
a
an
neighbor who's
experiment
loud.
on the
We
next
can get to the point
podcast.
of it.
Shave your head, and we'll see how if you're nice.
I don't think I'd be nice if I shaved.
Get
if I
one of
shaved head.
these. Get one of these. Huh?
Good God Almighty! It's like when you take a
Yeah.
Lego hat
Look-
off from the Lego character. I didn't know.
Look how nice I am with no hair.
It's very aerodynamic. Not a lot of whistle.
Sure, look at that. I can work my way through a crowd. It's
Elon
great.
Musk would be very proud to have that in his wind tunnel to
Yeah.
show you
What
know, the
are we
coefficient of
talking
friction
about?
is almost
I have
nothing.
Tesla head. I have
What?
You
Tesla
have
head.
Tesla head. That's what it is. You have Tesla head. You have the model.
What are we
Chuck.
talking about?
I don't know,
Where
but
are we?
we're all charged up. This
Just
is
shave
electric
your head,
here.
Chris.
This is
It'll all
electric.
make sense. Just shave your head. It'll all.
Jeez, this is an EV podcast. We go on the electricity.
That's it. We're letting out steam, which is a great form of electricity if
Yes.
used properly.
You know what? I'm going to kick some ass and move on to the next vent.
Is that
How
what
about
you're going
that?
to do? All
Yeah.
right.
I will
let's
kiss
move
that
to the
idea.
next one. Can't wait
Thank
to see what
you.
the next one's about.
But,
I cannot believe the amount of money it takes to create a great restaurant, like maybe millions of dollars, and they can't get the acoustics right. I had dinner with 4 friends, and we sat in the back of the restaurant where we could still not hear each other talk. I paid the bill, and it was $655.
Oh my
Now,
God.
you would think in this fancy joint, I could carry on a decent conversation. Not to mention the lighting was so dim, it was really hard to read the menus. For the amount of money we spend dining out, the experience should be like a mini vacation. Oh, and I didn't mention the music was really loud. Stay home and cook your own steaks and save your hearing and your money.
Chuck, you're on mute, buddy. Maybe
You
maybe
could-
the listeners
there-
were.
No, I'm back. Yeah, they probably. Hi, everyone. I'm back. But I did hear the vent, and you know what? It sounds like this person, took care of their own problem. It's like, you don't need us. You took care of the problem yourself. Stay home, cook your own meal. You spent too much money. You got loud music, and did you really expect to have a quiet conversation if they've got live music? Come on.
Oh, did they say they had live music? I thought there was just music playing. I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, they said loud music. Did they say loud music? They said loud. They were
doesn't
playing
matter.
music really loud, live, whatever. Did you
Yeah.
really expect to have a quiet conversation?
Yeah.
And $655. How many people did they say? How many people were? 4 friends. 4 friends. $655.
That's a lot of money.
Four friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 4 friends. Was it 4 total, or was it one
That's
person?
it. So
I had
what,
dinner
4 or
with
5?
4
we're
friends.
Still, we're like 150
Even if
ahead.
it's 5
plus-
people. That's ridiculous.
That's
and you-
ridiculous.
and you can't talk?
Yeah.
I wonder though. I wonder if God, I mean, because I hear that kind of number. I'm assuming there's a lot of alcohol. If four
Well,
people are spending
sure.
$650, that's almost like
it could be.
175 a
Or,
head.
or
know,
you're,
this
in a,
is
you're in a steakhouse,
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I wonder, you know how the more you drink, the less you taste the vodka in your drink? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if as the night went on, she's like, oh my God, you can't. Yeah, she might have been trashed. This chick
I've
might have
never
been
tasted
trashed.
vodka in my drink.
There you go. Well, that's. But I'm saying the person who complains. I mean, technically you shouldn't, unless they're like plastic bottle side of the road. But brown bag and
It's been in the sun too long. Yeah.
no. But I put that out just ahead of clarifying. I completely understand where this person's coming from. The more you spend, the more upset you are about environmental frustrations. And I don't go to loud bar. Even when I was like 20 or early 20s, I didn't like the loud bars. I
never did well with the
club.
groups.
No, I like a place where we can hear each other. You know, I
Yeah.
want people around, you know, I'm trying to
Yeah.
be solo Joe, but I don't want to I don't want to have to yell to hear. There's
Right.
nothing more annoying.
Yeah.
I don't even like being on the phone. I have a friend in Oregon. We haven't spoken in probably 15 years. I love the guy. He's a great friend, but he's so quiet on the phone. I just can't do it. And you can only ask someone to speak up so much. So I get it. I get where she's coming from. I would definitely, I would yelp that.
I know what you're talking about.
I would
Paul,
maybe
yeah.
yelp that.
Yeah.
Chuck's
I
going
understand,
ASMR.
Paul.
Does anybody really read
Sexy
Yelp?
low voice.
People do.
I don't use Yelp.
Yeah.
Well, Yelp, Google reviews, I actually use Yelp for the pictures and Google reviews for the pictures. That's why I go on. I'd like to see the number. If it's like 3.5 stars, I'm like, that's kind of rugged. 4 and above is okay. But I
Right.
like to see the pics of the food. That's what I really want to see. And I think so you can kind of get that sometimes with that.
But is that advertisement pictures or is that the actual person posting?
You can tell. On Yelp, it'll actually say posted by owner, or it'll not, and you can kind of tell, when the picture is a little a little sideways or whatever. That's just someone who's having dinner. If it's
Right.
like a perfectly framed, perfectly lit,
Yeah.
then you.
It's like when you see
know.
the commercial for a Burger King Whopper, and it's like, and you get there, and it's like, this
Oh my
doesn't look
God.
like what I saw. Yeah,
No,
You know what?
I would.
What, Chrissy? What?
Oh, thank you. I think it's kind of fun to go to these loud restaurants. You know why?
No.
Because you can scream, you can throw, have fencing fights with your fork and your knife, become your kid again because you can't hear much. So just have a good time.
How much did you drink? Just go lock yourself in the
Chrissy.
closet.
Just a
It's
bottle.
cheaper.
No, I
Yeah.
was kidding. What?
You should start slamming your door at 5 a.m. I think that would help.
Yeah.
That would get some.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had so much pent up in you, Chrissy. You want to get drunk and have like sword fights with your fork? I want to see this.
Yeah.
I'll go somewhere and
I'll
just
do it
listen
with
to you
you.
scream.
I'll do it with
All
you.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fence away. But think
But
about
we'll
it.
do it
Think
at like a
about it.
Burger King because we're not spending $658 to do this. Like
That's
I
fine.
just want to. Yeah.
And have
But
the
just think-
paramedics on speed dial.
Wait, you're eating and you're screaming and you're having fun and nobody cares because nobody can hear you. I think that sounds like a great situation.
Well, go to
You
the
should
beach.
start a
Go to
restaurant.
stand in the middle of the forest, and you can do the same
Nope.
thing.
There
Yeah,
really are no
but-
good places to scream. To your point, and I've thought about this, there are not many places to scream if you're a city dweller. So,
Yeah.
Chrissy, you might have a restaurant chain coming up. I think if you started the Scream House Smokehouse, then you could go and
There
get
you
some
go.
brisket and just let it rip.
Yeah.
Come scream with us.
Yeah.
Come
Come
scream
scream
with
with
us.
Yeah.
And if anyone's not sure, you can tune into our production meetings where you can hear Chrissy. No, you really don't yell, but maybe you should. Maybe just start yelling. Just start yelling more
I
often.
mean, obviously, if
Life
you're
could
paying
change.
$600 a pop, at a dinner, you don't want to scream and yell. I get that. You want to have a
It sounds
quiet-
like you would enjoy that.
well,
It sounds like that would be the highlight for you.
I'm just, well, I mean, I take advantage of it. I would. But if I'm paying
I
that
learned
kind of money, I know. I'd want to just relax, have drinks, and have a nice conversation.
Why pay almost $700 to just scream?
I know. I hear you. I'm with
I say
you.
backyard barbecue. Do what
Yeah.
you want. If you got to
Okay.
scream, go in the house and close the doors. Go
Isn't
put your
there-
face in a pillow.
But isn't there a place where you can go in front of a wall and scream? I think I read about that somewhere.
Well, you know what? They have places where you can throw axes to get out your aggression.
Yeah.
Maybe let's do that. Let's open
Yeah.
up a
Okay.
scream bar.
Well, they actually have places now too where you can go and you pay to like swing a bat at like an
yeah.
old car. Have you
Yeah.
seen like I've thought of
Yeah.
that for years. I thought the liability would kill the business, and I
Yeah.
didn't think people would really show up. But yeah, you can just unload whatever
Yeah.
you want. You can just beat
Yeah.
things. I could maybe we should get some footage for an episode one day of Chrissy
Yeah.
just going nuts.
It
I think
gives
that'd be kind
whole-
of fun.
It gives a whole new meaning to ice cream bar. Huh? Go in. Scream?
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh?
right.
Ice cream for
Yeah, we
ice
should.
cream.
Exactly. We all scream for ice cream.
Or yeah,
Ice cream? You
that's a
scream?
good time. Or you scream instead of
Yeah. We scream.
we scream.
Yeah, let's scream.
We scream for ice cream.
Yeah. But to this venter, I am with you. You go to a nice restaurant, you want to be able to sit down, catch up with your friends, talk about whatever, and have a nice meal.
Well, if you want to catch up with your friends, just go to Wendy's.
Wow.
Get some fries and
And a
some
little
extra-
mustard, yeah.
Yeah,
just happened.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's just, and you
mustard
know what?
up
We
the,
just
yeah.
came with a side of cheese.
Yeah.
Right from us. That's
Yeah.
what that was.
That was
There you go.
cheesy.
There you
Very
go. All right.
cheesy.
Cheese.
Okay.
Well, relish the thought of another
for those-
event coming up.
Dairy
We-
intolerant listeners of ours. That was a lot
All
of
right.
cheese.
Are
One
they
more
still there?
vent.
Hello.
We have another vent. Yeah. Ow.
Anyone in there? Hello.
One more vent to go.
Did sound hollow.
Oh,
Oh.
not nice,
hello.
Paul. All right, vent number 4. We have another vent, don't we?
Think that just because they're driving this big ass vehicle that they can command the road. I have been bullied on the road by bus drivers. When they want to change lanes, they don't wait. They just charge into your lane. So rude. The quality of drivers has really gone down.
Well, like I said a little bit earlier, we have masses of asses, and they're trying to navigate through these people that are driving. And
Doc.
think about how many times has the driver not been able to drive his bus because of the rude people. And I could see how they could get a little aggressive.
Yeah, I agree.
When-
yeah.
When
I
you
was
said
just gonna say
masses of asses,
Yeah, I was going to say masses of asses for mass transit, but that didn't come. Didn't. Never mind.
I thought you were going towards something I've happened to notice recently. I don't know if I'm just on a kick of getting the right angle. Bus drivers are very massive people, it seems. Have you noticed how large bus drivers are? I don't even ride the bus, but I see them when I'm like at an intersection and I see them go by. These are enormous people, like 300 pounds plus. You talk about masses of asses. There are ass masses on those seats. And I don't think these people care too much about what they bump into when they walk down the street. They certainly don't give a shit what they bump into with that bus. I think
Exactly.
it's an extension. They don't have dexterity. I'm just going to say it from the start. Bus drivers are not known for personal physical dexterity. I think navigating a bus, it's just going to be an extension of their own mass ass.
And they
transit
sit in these buses all day in spring-loaded, soft air cushioned, chairs, eating Doritos and drinking sodas. It's like that's why they're massive.
You guys, you're stereotyping bus drivers. Come
Yep.
on, not
Yep,
nice.
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
No problem. No problem
Well,
doing it either.
look
I feel
around.
totally fine about it.
Yeah.
I don't think any of you guys should get on a bus ever again.
Well, have you ever
I
Maybe
gotten
they
on a
won't
bus?
let you get on a bus.
Yeah, have you ever gotten on a bus and seen Petey Petite behind the wheel? No.
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 Eating celery sticks.
Yeah,
just talking
carrots
about
and
how they're
stuff.
going to go for a jog later.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And you
right.
got to have
No,
some
yeah,
weight
yeah.
behind you to turn that goddamn wheel around.
The wheel isn't even upright like a captain of a ship. It's like horizontal. Have you noticed? Like
Yeah.
the wheel is like flat as if it's like, oh, I don't even want to have to lean
Yeah.
forward. I don't want to use one ab. You don't have to have a 6-pack. They have a 0-pack because they don't want to use one ab muscle to lean forward. They want the wheel to press against their, enlarged rib cage
Yeah.
and just.
It's like they're
and just-
steering a
come on.
merry-go-round,
Yeah, at best. At best, put the wheel upright where it belongs. Every car in America has an upright wheel. Every boat ever made has an upright wheel. Get the bus wheel upright. Enough of this catering to the massive, fucking, pardon me,
We're definitely
Let's
going
see if-
off the air.
Maybe they could drive better if the wheel were positioned right. Maybe it's not, maybe that's part of the problem.
All right.
don't know.
Where are the pedals? Are the pedals even the right way? I don't know. Like if the wheel doesn't face the right way, maybe the pedals don't. Maybe this whole thing is design rush. Should we be in the bus industry?
We could redesign the bus. Yeah.
I don't
You know
know.
what? Maybe we should get them. We should see what they're really made of. We should get buses to have those airplane controllers where you kind of pull it back. You can, it's hands on. I don't. You know what? That might be the problem. They might not be able to get their hands around.
But how would that fix?
touch
How
right
would
enough.
how would that fix the problem that our Ventthis is venting about? It's like they're still gonna.
They're bullies.
Well,
Yeah, they're bullies. They're bullies.
Yeah,
because they
because
deal with
any-
this all
any
day
change-
long.
well, I think what we're doing is we're agreeing with the Venter that there's
Yeah.
definitely a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think any change is creating variables. We've got to establish some sort of variables and start changing one thing at a time. So, because these guys just don't care. And you know what? What would be great? Would be great. And this
would
is
be
why
great,
the world
Paul? Tell me
is
what would
not
be great.
designed to be enjoyable by nature. When you drive down the street, you can be annoyed by two different, very specific groups. Bus drivers who don't care how and where they change lanes and when they pull out in front of you, and bicycle riders who don't care when they change lanes or pull out in front of you, and they just do things that they shouldn't because they don't belong there.
But they've got more to give up. A bike rider's got more to give up because their ass is going to be on the pavement.
Well, but they're not, and they never are. And I'm saying, why don't we get to hear more about bus drivers running over bike riders? And then
I
both
would love
parties
that.
might be like, whoa, we're having a problem here. Maybe our bus drivers should get a little better and our bike riders should pay more attention. How come as we, the reasonable drivers, don't get to experience, hey, did you hear, we've had fewer problems with bus drivers and bike riders. Yeah, they're running each other over in droves. It's kind of therapeutic to hear. And they've both gotten smarter. Like it's Darwinian, you would think. At some point, it would be Darwinian for that to happen.
How
And
is
yet
it
it
Just
doesn't.
think how angry you get driving to work, okay, and driving home. These
why I
guys
work
are
from
driving 8 to 10 hours a day out here with all these idiots that are on the road. So I get what the bus drivers are doing. Pisses you
so
off
now
when it
you're
happens to you.
Chuck. Now you're
he's
on a bus driver.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
Chuck is going big
I'm
bus.
thinking about applying. It sounds very inviting.
Well, you know what, Chuck? I think the first thing you need to do to beef up your application is beef up your meal. You got to gain about 200 pounds.
There
and
you
then
go.
they'll consider you.
There you go. And what I always liked was with the brakes, when they pump the brakes and you get oh, I
Yeah,
loved that
and they-
sound. Ever since I was a kid. Oh yeah, turning the wheel like and then yeah.
Where does that sound come
kinda like
from?
that
Comes
sound.
out of the
I actually
brakes.
do.
They have air brakes. Have you
But
ever
that's
ridden a bus,
outside.
Chrissy?
How do you hear outside?
Well,
No, you can hear it when you're
you
on.
never seen a bus?
I've
Have
been
you
in
ever
a
seen
bus.
a bus go by? Well, and you can hear it while you're on the inside. You can hear it on the outside.
Okay.
Or if you're on the outside, you hear just it's the brakes.
It is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, which is how they get the name Blowhard, I guess. I don't know. Oh, what did I do there?
Wow.
All right. So
That just happened.
yeah. So have we?
Yes, we did it all.
Did we?
Did we exhaust the bus
I did it
conversation?
all,
Yes.
Wow,
baby.
that's right there.
We did it.
Bottom
all.
line is oh, I didn't mean to
What?
stop you crooning.
Oh no!
Please do.
We did it all.
We did it our way.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. So let's. I think it's time to just creep this thing to a slow
Yeah.
close, right?
I got some comments, and we want to hear the comments or
Oh
no?
shoot! I forgot we have
All right,
comments.
let's do that really quick.
Oh my god! I completely forgot.
Okay,
All right.
I got it right here. Hold on.
I didn't even look at these things. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't read the notes. I don't go to the meetings.
Yeah, we know.
I'm a bad student.
Yeah. All right, here's comment number 1. I heard the vent about the pizza that got picked up from a table by a seagull. And I say that guy's a moron for leaving his food alone. I'd swoop it up too if I was there. Well, I agree with you. The guy shouldn't have left his pizza.
There you go. Okay,
Remember that
comment number
vent?
2.
Yeah. Yeah, comment number 2. This
I'm glad he was
podcast.
listening.
What?
I think it's great somebody listened enough to have like a vent about our vent. I think
Yeah.
that's really exciting. And,
Cool.
and I want more people to do that. I love it. That guy, he knew exactly what we were talking about. And his comment to us reflected exactly what that conversation was about. I love it.
This
People
is the
are listening.
ventilation. This is the ventilation segment of the program.
People be venting.
Yeah, he joined our community in Ventville. Ventville? No.
Did
Okay.
you just invent a
I
new
just
term?
meant that Ventville. Okay, here we go. I still cannot find. Oh no, this is number 2. This podcast is great because after listening to these vents, I realize my life is pretty damn good. Okay, all right. Well, we're helping.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very
great.
much. Thank you.
That's great.
Glad we could help.
We're providing therapy because that's kind of what venting does. Venting is relieving pressure. It's relieving stress. It's getting it out. And if we can do that for people, then we're
Right.
doing a public
Right.
service.
Like-
We're kind of like doctors. Almost,
It's an
pretty
emotional
much.
fart. You're relieving an emotional
Yeah.
fart.
We can call ourselves doctors. Ventthis. We used that once before. I
A
don't know.
dentist. That's funny, like a
Ventthis.
dentist.
Yeah, but a
Yeah.
Ventthis.
Like a dentist.
Yeah.
But nobody likes
All right.
dentists.
Sounds like we're
I
thinking
like
I hate
out loud.
dentists. I don't like dentists.
Do we have any more
That's why their
comments?
suicide rate
Yes,
is
here
so
we
high.
go. I still cannot find this podcast on YouTube. Please spell it out so we can learn the proper name.
That's fair. That's fair. And I think it's
but-
something we needed to address. It's vent this with no space. It's
Right.
vent this.
Vent this.
Vent
Okay.
this with no space. That's the key.
VENTTHIS.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
I
so
hope you
many
heard
other
that.
clowns, so many other rip-off artists have tried to do something with a vent and a this, and the algorithm just looks for those words and a million things come up. If you want the genuine article, the real deal, vent this with no space. VENTTHIS, all one word. And then you get, that's kind of the secret password to find us. We're kind of underground. You know, that's sort of the like secret knock on the door at the speakeasy is
Yeah.
vent
Can you
this,
do hashtag?
no
Can you do
space.
hashtag Ventthis on
No space.
YouTube? Will that bring you there too? The hashtags work on YouTube?
I don't know. Well, I don't know if you need it in the search, maybe, but to keep it real simple, vent this with no space. You're going to find us.
That's it.
You're going to find
Perfect.
us. That's the secret handshake.
All right. Is that the last one, or do we
No,
have
we have
another?
one more.
Oh, one more. My God. Come on, Chrissy. I got to
Last
catch a
one.
bus.
We have one more. You can tell Chuck is a. Oh, I love it when they go off on Chuck. You
boy.
can tell Chuck is a troublemaker when you talk about ice cream. Chris should always call him out. It's funny. Did I call you out on the ice cream thing?
I don't know. I mentioned ice cream
remember.
today. When did we talk about ice cream?
We had one
Was this a
softer.
foretelling?
No. This is us. Remember we talked about soft ice cream and hard ice cream,
Oh, yes.
and then
yes.
you said something about something hard, and then we kind of went in a different
then
direction.
you screamed.
Probably some euphemism thing
Yeah.
or something. Okay, great.
Well, that was it. We're
That's
done.
it. That's what do we
Saying
have? 4
goodbye.
comments there for
Yeah.
complaints.
Yeah, we went
comments,
deep.
Observations.
Yeah, we
or
went
whatever?
deep.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. So that's it. Any final thoughts, you guys, or have you
I'm spent.
you've used up all your thoughts
Yeah.
already?
I'm spent.
No, I think
All right,
that was a
great.
fun lineup.
Well, then let's get out of here because the
Yeah.
bus is about to leave. So
Yeah.
Wow.
And I need to. Yeah,
We
sorry,
need everybody
Chuck.
to follow us. Follow us on Instagram. We're also on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube, and we're on TikTok now. So you can watch our clips there. Remember to go to ventthis.org and send us a vent. You can write right on the website. Send in a vent. You can leave us a voicemail vent at 818-570-2535. You need the number again? I'll give it to you. 818-570-2535. And you can text us a vent. And you can also, if you want to record a little video clip of yourself venting, send that to us in a text to that number, 818-570-2535. And we'll play your video vent right here on an upcoming podcast. So, I mean, we can't make it any easier for you. What'd you say, Chris?
But if
said
they send
cool.
us the video, yeah, you'll be on the show.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it's not a totally off the wall vent, people stay with us a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Yeah.
things classy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could send us a video and then you'll be on the show. It's like you're a guest. It's like you're hanging out with us, except better because you can just leave and you're not stuck with us, which is
Yeah,
nice.
like we
yeah.
are.
Like
All
a quick, just a quick in and out.
And also
Just,
when
you know.
when you do the vents with video, keep your clothes on. We're
Or don't. You know what? Send
R-rated.
us, no, send
Or
us
not
that
an
shit. Because even if
R-rated.
we can't
Yeah.
air it, we'll talk about it.
Oh
If it's so grotesque and twisted that we can't show it, then we'll talk about it. You can be sure we'll talk about it.
we'll get a
On
good
air,
laugh and
off
we'll blur
air,
it out.
with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
There you
blur out
go.
the parts that can't be seen and
All
like
right.
censor, and we'll show the rest.
No,
This show
I just-
could get nuts.
I just missed my bus. You guys are just going on and on and on. So listen, guys, if it's available where you are, just go out there and get some sun on your face. All right? Goodbye.
If it's available.
Bye.